we move on, we actually have also another 2 sections. The first part will be a summary, which will be a kind of the reflection and observation sharing by Professor Cai Jun from Tsinghua University. And after that, we will have the closing panel discussion, Designing for Circular Economy. So, Professor Cai, are you there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the stage is yours. You can starting with your summary of the graduate consortium. Thanks.
Okay, everybody. Okay, thanks, Sylvia. So, okay, it's my. I'm very glad to have this final summarize here, and for this PhD curriculum, and also I think this 3 days IASDR forum and very rich for information, and also for today the very exciting and very how to say successful PhD, and also we have master students join together to share their research, and also we have the experts to join the critics. So I think this is a very wonderful day. Yeah. So right now I would like to share my screen and to give a talk about the final topic I'm glad to share with all of you. Wait a moment, just. Yeah, so okay, I will be giving a kind of final presentation and about the final work. And I think Sylvia today have already in the morning give some kind of summarize for the output of this of today PhD colloquium. And also we have joined this morning and afternoon the different sensation in different topics. And yeah, I think that's very, I'm very enjoyable. Yeah. So right now I would like to give a talk about, just a moment, few minutes. Sorry, okay, always change. So can you see already now? Okay, yeah. So okay, so right now I will talk my last presentation. Yeah, and the kind of a research output from my side. So my topic is make meaning for innovation. Yeah. Because of this 3 days, we saw the Dang Norman and Miles Huntington and the other professor like Richard Cooper, yeah, and all this keynote have a very good presentation, and also almost many people, many keynote talk about the design, contemporary design issue, and also a very important keyword about the meaning. Yeah. So the meaning right now, I think, is more and more people concentrate. So for my research and during all these years, we also have a lot of this discussion and also concentrate the research project about meaning, yeah, from design research side. Okay, so and so in this 30 minutes topic, I will give I will talk a 2 part. First, I just quickly introduce about this PhD colloquium on design research in China, and the second, I will talk about the topic from problem solving to meaning building. So, like today, this PhD forum is a part of the collaboration with PhD colloquium on design research in China. So in fact, this kind of colloquium we have organized by 6 universities in China, which including Tsinghua University, Jiangnan University, Hunan University, National Cheng Kung University, and Hong Kong PolyU, and Tongji University. So we established this kind of forum in 2015. So in the left top is we start first this PhD forum and about these people. Then after that, we start from Jiangnan, Tongji, and also the right side in the down is Hong Kong PolyU, the 2017. So far we have totally arranged 13 every year, because every year twice we organize this event. So so it's come to be a bigger and bigger influential event in China. And so far we have hosted the 13th doctoral curriculum on design research, and totally even I think I calculated yesterday. So about our program today, so there are totally about 252 PhD students from national and international design schools share the papers, make presentation among this almost more than 6 years, and more than 20 international and domestic renowned design school and university joined the curriculum. And we also have this WeChat platform. So if you have a WeChat, you can scan the code. So right now there in China or abroad, we have 4,723 people following the WeChat media. So we do the every publication or by this internet media to how to say, get more people to understand and to know about our event. And in fact, this this kind of platform is organized by a group of professors like me and Sylvia, and also Nielsen from Jiangnan University and other professor. So we try to build more like a network for all the university in China together. And also about following this, we also in 2019 in Hunan University, we also start the first China Design Research Forum. That's very successful. And so you can see Campuli and Professor Campuli have a speech on CDRF 2019. So tomorrow we will start second China Design Research Forum, which will be held by Hong Kong PolyU and Zhejiang University, and will be organized online platform. Okay, so that means, I just give a short introduce about this PhD colloquium. So we continue to work for this, and welcome you join our network. Okay, so now let me give a main talk about the topic from problem solving to meaning building. Yeah. Okay. And okay, so for IASDR conference, we have for 3 days, we have a very broadly discussion about the design and design research. So in fact, the properties of design are being extended from all this half century. So that means from design around the man-made objects to design around the human-machine relationship, and also around the relationship between people and the environment, and right now design around the mind and the mental. So design is how to say, the nature of design is more extended. So that means more and more challenge for all of us, for PhD or for design researcher or professors. We need to extend our knowledge and more urgent in this kind of a situation or period. And on the other hand, we have to understand the design, understanding design is a more change from material value to the social value. From industrial economy, we focus on the product design and the industrial design. And then we develop the experience design. In the experience economy and at the knowledge economy, we develop a service design, and then right now we more focus on social innovation and social design. So in that kind of way, sorry, yeah, I didn't manage to have more time to translate into English in some part. So anyway, we have to focus on the human artifacts and the environment. So that means in the design research, we have to think about human and objects and information and also relation of human and objects and also the environment, and also important the research we focused on the people from individual and group of people and the people in the society, which including the experience, actions, organization, and value, and also for the environment about ecologically adaptable protection, controlling development, and coexistence and co-working. So for people and the environment, so we have a more and more change from objects to the human and to the environmental issues. So for the design research, the process is the process of the problem solution. So that's many years, and from beginning to now, we always concentrate about the problem solution issue is the main issue of the design. And so when we go back to see Charles and Reams, they have created this model. That's very interesting. We can see how the pathway of a problem framing, he tried to how to say, organize the different elements and to show what's important issue or what's the key issue for the problem to need to be solving. And then we also see the Damien Newman. He is very popular to be used by many PhD students from website. And he described this kind of a design research process or how to solve the problem from noisy, uncertainty patterns and insights, and finally focused on the final prototype and problem solution solving. Yeah. And also, as you know, the Vijay Kumar, in his book, Design Research for Method for 101, he developed this based on the Illinois technology of School of Design, and he developed this method, and in fact, it's more like described this how the logical way to development of the design research process. Yeah. And of course, everybody knows this double diamond, which is developed by the British Council 2004. Right now, many students and the design research process, we use that to explain the design research process and also design thinking. Frequently use this kind of way to explain by ideal like a Tim Brown. Yeah. And finally, recently, lots of article very interesting. Like this morning, Professor Textera, he has a talk about the PhD research process. But in his paper with Nagoria and Ashton, recently they have this very interesting paper published in Sergi magazine, which is from Tongji University. He talked about the problem framing and the opportunity innovation based on systematic thinking. So even like yesterday, professor from Brighton, she talked about this Donna, this what you call this business new thinking model for business. So I think this kind of systematic thinking now is more and more acceptable for the design research, and it's come to be very good tool to deal with the complexity situation in the society and challenge. So when we talk about the design is problem solving, so that seems many experts and professors and talk about that way. But I think design is not only problem solving. Yeah, design is also constructing meaning. Yeah, so as many people already discussing about this kind of thinking. Yeah, so we have tried to how to say find literature review in some kind of way for the meaning creation or meaning building, which we can early, even from 1970. I think that many people published kind of books, but according to the literature review, we find that Darwin, Professor Darwin from American, what kind of university, I forgot. She has started a library reader information, how the people reader to use the library information. Yeah, so she started to discussion from information technology side, how the constructivism of meaning. That means for library people, which how the relationship between library and the reader, how they find the information from the book. Yeah. So other hand, like Bourdieu, he developed the culture production based on the social development and the sociology, and also Jean Bourdieu he talked about symbolic consumption in that kind of way. Yeah, from icon and okay, yeah. So and following this is we can develop constructing meaning in the field of design methods and constructing meaning in the field of design values and constructing meaning in the field of design objects. And also from Krippendorf, we can following the research about design semiotic studies and Robert Vigandi, meaning-driven innovation, and also in Tsinghua University, Professor Zhang Chen, he developed based on this, he developed meaningful innovation articles, very interesting, and also from Paul Gradin from Philips Design, they talk about from demand value to meaningful value, and also Iso Manzini, he gave his book talk about problem solving and meaning making. Yeah. And also relatively concepts related to the meaning, even from early period, from like eternity, like Bauhaus period and Raymond Norway and Henry Dreyfus. and so on. So they're more related with the man and machine relationship, the meaning. And then from Bill Moggridge and Frog Design and Chris Pundorf and all others, yeah, there are more and more involved, the meaning involved with product semantics and the user interface and the interaction, and from Don Norman and after 2000, after like Vigandi and like Iso Mazzini, and even now John Meda, yeah, they talk about more and more meaning with social, with business, and with data, yeah. So even right now, we saw the lots of new things, and like this is a virtual image, Lee Mikula, which is 100 millions of people watching her, but it's virtual. It's we call it digital human beings. Yeah, so that's kind of a meaning creating. And also in China, we have recently lots of this new branding developed, and very focused on the culture meaning. And this is a how to say, the mocha, yeah, the perfume branding and makeup branding, and this is also give a kind of a meaning for based on the Chinese culture beauty. Yeah. And also interesting when you see the absolute vodka. So what's kind of meaning with the brand, but also in the left hand, you can see the in Chinese alcohol. Very difficult for me to explain the kind of a description by the word, but very interesting is coming to be very popular to express the how to say, the people work too hard, and after that they went to bar or then went to small restaurant. They get this kind of a bottle of wine, and then they feel they express the pressure and make friends. And so a lot of very interesting kind of a social story inside. So, and also the meaning can be changed as a kind of social meaning, like here by the CAFA, the Central Academy of Arts and Design in Beijing, one professor, he developed focus on the social innovation, and this is in Chengdu, the community he developed and tried to get this new building, the people neighborhood can rejoin together and share the story, and also have lots of event together. So he brings this community with a new life and activity. So according to this, we think about to build a meaning. There can be a three kind of a stage: from discover meaning, that means from method and tools for applied design thinking, from micro perspective to macro perspective, and coming to the construction, the meaning from scenario, storytelling, scenario event, behavior, and values. And then finally, we can create meaning from concept, storytelling, from theme and expression and design and culture. Yeah. So we have focused on some research for different projects and try to find some kind of a different method from, for example, like spotlight screening. By the change of this double diamond research, we have developed a different kind of method, like the first one, spotlighting screen, and then coming to the divergency focus, and finally another is integration. So that's a different process for the method to find the meaning. Could be some focus on the more about how to say front stage, but some is more think about focused on a special issue and take customer together, get a user together, and some is more integration, focus on the prototype of the users and so on. Yeah, so that's the kind of process we have done. Yeah, so during that time. So I summarize is I think the design is from the process from problem solving to meaning building. In fact, the purpose of design is to provide meaningful solution to problems for society. So that means the meaning is not only about the beauty or about how to say, the meaning is not only about beauty and about the culture, but also about the ethics, about cooperation, about co-creation and co-profit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. So finally, I hope you can join this international PhD network. If you have a WeChat, you can scan in this code. And because we have a WeChat group, we can share the PhD research information in this network. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the professor's
The time
time.
is okay.
Yeah, thank you. It's a kind of the summary and also kind of the review of the history for the design research, especially for those junior researchers at the PhD level, which we're starting with the China Design Research Team, the curriculum since 2015, and how from his role as an initiator of this network in the past 6 years. And that is also the reason we invited Professor Cai to give the summary, because this graduate consortium is joined, collaborate with the China Design PhD curriculum, is also kind of the 13th China Design PhD curriculum. So with Professor Cai's summary, actually now we end of the graduate consortium. Please stay in the same room, because we will move on to the panel discussion, which is also the final panel. We call the closing panel discussion. The name is for Designing for the Circular Economy.